Well, if I'm talking to the microphone, then it should be on at least, shouldn't it? Stupidest mistake. Anyhow, that was Evil Dog's Force of Illusions, a song that perfectly summarizes what Slender Man has been about so far in The Arrival experience. For those who missed the stream, last time I played Slender the Arrival, and I'm going to play it today in fact as well, because I'm planning on finishing it. The experience has been a lot of where am I supposed to go now, what am I looking for, and also very, very dark rooms that are a bit too dark. A flashlight that doesn't work how flashlights work. But on the other side, we have a pretty compelling story so far, I'd say. It's not mind-blowing or anything, but it's really good and well presented, and it lets you fill in the details as a good horror game should. So that was on point. Other than that, the game was pretty alright. Difficulty was kind of all over the place as far as I could tell. I breezed through the cargo one where you have to find the generators. Apparently that one is pretty hard, and I made it in the second try because I just got lucky, I guess. The one where you have to wait for the lift, you know, that one. I beat that one pretty easily, but other than that, it's been like kinda ups and downs. I'm pretty sure I did not beat the one where you have to actually collect the 8 pages, because I had 6 and then shenanigans happened and then I woke up in another chapter, so I'm really not sure if I beat that one or not. But the story continued, so I think I'm fine? Question mark? Hard to say. And then my character looked at a videotape. Ended up in like a level which was a prologue basically, or like it was something that already happened. Someone else, a person named CR, who was mentioned a couple of times throughout the story, especially by a woman named Kate, which is a friend of the protagonist, which we are trying to find. We are playing as CR in that level, and it's a pretty long one, and I made it quite far in it. I found a gate key, but I didn't find a gate, and then I died. That was where we left off last time, and this is where we are going to start again, I hope. Maybe the game makes me replay the whole level because I shut it down or something. And after that level, there's only one more, and then we beat it. But for one, I don't know how, if the game makes me replay the whole thing, which was quite lengthy. 2, I don't know how hard the final level is. And even when we beat the game, there are 2 secret levels and a bonus level. We'll try to look at as many of those as we can. I looked up how to get to these secret levels, just so that I don't run around aimlessly and look for stuff. And yeah, I'm not going to 100% this. I'm going to beat the game, and after the stream this will be it for now for Slender the Arrival. If you want to give me the next game to play after this for horror game season, then you can look at my Twitter, because the next poll is already up, it's already live. 2 people have voted so far, and I think 2 games are tied. That was the last I looked at it. I will shout that one out throughout the stream as people come in as well. For now, I think we can kind of hop in while I'm setting all of this up. I mean, it's most of it is set up already, but I mean, I need to start the game and all. We can go to this screen briefly, and then the game should pop up any second now. Quick check on my second monitor, which decided to work today. Thumbs up for that. Yeah, while this all is starting up, my day has been pretty cool. Like, I rolled out of bed, saw that Micarela was streaming. Micarela is someone I hosted earlier. She was playing Cuphead. She is still playing Cuphead, and she is supposed to finish it today if she can beat the devil today. which is exciting, and I want to see that. I started my day by seeing that she's live. She made a drunk League of Legends stream. Now I don't know much about League of Legends, nor do I play it, but I'm always up for a good drunk stream. So I started my day off getting drunk on Micarela's stream. You can watch that VOD. At the end, I'm also popping up in their voice chat, which was very sweet of them that they allowed me to do that. So yeah, I would definitely shout out Micarela. And before we start this game, I'm going to type her name in chat, so that you can go on Twitch, copy paste that, and just find her, because she is great. I decided to put her on my auto host list because she is really, really funny. I find her entertaining as hell. And she's very clippable, a very clippable person. I'd say that. Okay, audio levels look fine. I think I can do it like this. I will still need to look at the second screen for the chat, but at least I can change the audio levels on the fly. That should be great. Cool. So let's look at what we have so far. There are numbered letters, which I have not found all. I have 2, I have 7, I have 8. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, I have 2, 7, and 8. So I missed quite a few of those, huh? I will not go back and find all the hidden goodies there are. I will look for the levels, and if I see one of them along the way, I will take them, of course, but yeah. This is the scrapbook stuff that we... There are 50 scrap items in this. And bonus, it gave me the stuff from the level that we didn't beat. So I think if you find one of them, you just get to keep it. Which is great, because that saves me a lot of backtracking and a lot of just hassle. And when you're designing a game, even if it's a horror game, decide with the sole purpose of giving you like a hard time. Even then, it should be, at least have the courtesy of giving you the stuff that you found. Yeah, all of these are like clues that you can use to piece together the story, because from pure gameplay, like from what you can see and what you can hear, it's not too much. There was a phone call that I couldn't understand because I was also playing the radio at the same time. I insisted on that radio. That radio was great, but wasn't great to have that at the same time. So I'm not quite sure which of these levels is the one I was on. Was it Homestead? I'm pretty sure. Let's just look. I think I recognize those silos. If it's not, I'm just gonna hop out again. Yes, this is the one. Okay.
The date is September 19th. My name is CR, on site of the Matheson family farm, continuing my investigation in Charlie's disappearance. Let's see what we can turn up.
Yeah, so CR is the person that gets mentioned a lot. And Charlie is the child of the family who own the land where the Slender Man is going about. And there has also been like other creatures, like there was a hooded one in the underground level where you have to find the generators. There was like a hooded figure. And there's also another one, I think. Yeah, there's one in the cellar we will see later in this very same level. So you can pick the stuff up back up again, but you already have it. Okay, so I don't remember too much of the beginning of the level. I know what I have to do in general, because I played all of this before. I just need to find the gate. I looked up where it is, but I have not seen like a video of it because I didn't want to spoil myself too much. I just gave myself like vague directions. which is, you know, is what it is. But I kinda know where to look for now. There's still a sprint key, which is shift. When I hit control, nothing works. Someone asked me about like a weird problem they had where the camera stopped working when they pressed shift or control, and asked me if I had the same problem. I can now confirm that I do not have this problem at all. If you ever watch this VOD or whatever. Pretty sure you're not in chat right now, but some person had a weird problem. I do not have that problem. I don't know what would cause it. I'm generally the wrong person to ask about bugs. I never learned programming or anything of that sort. So if I remember correctly, we need to get up there, up here, do this, then we can go through there. Okay, so far so good. I will, as long as it's still bright, I will keep an eye out for the gate, just so that I have seen it before. Because that was the whole thing, it gets dark again. And then I just... Thanks for the follow, Random Hero. Thumbs up. Okay. So this is the thing that needs the fuel. This one back here. There it is. Out of fuel. That's bad. For this is the reminder. I don't know why there's like a cow sound in there, because when you get in there, there's no cows to be found. Oh, it's so dark that you just walk past it constantly. Hard to say. Hi Fonzie, how are you, my friend? Hope you didn't drink too much last night from your perspective. Okay, where's the gate? Just a couple, that's good. Know your limits, kids. And if you're too young to drink, your parents keep the good stuff on the top shelf. Yay, old jokes. Okay. I highly recommend the surround sound option, actually. If there's one thing I can commend this game on, it's like sound design. There are some sloppy parts in that. For instance, there was like a hard border where you can literally change between two soundscapes. But the sounds themselves are really well done. Thanks for the host, man. Okay, we have some corn here. There is a church, so this is the gate. Gotcha, this is the gate. So we need to go opposite of the windmill. Gotcha, that's the part I didn't find. So, once the thing happens that is supposed to happen later, that's when I need to run. For now, let's conserve our energy. Hi, JC! You used to be afraid of the sound cows make? That's, I think, the first time I've ever heard someone express that sort of fear. Thanks, JC. Have a safe trip home. Don't know how long that journey is, but I hope it goes smoothly. Okay, so I think there's nothing else here. Before we go down there, let's do the other stuff first. Because we don't have the time to casually look through here once we are down there. That's interesting. That's an interesting way to do it. Wait, why are there 2 exits? Were there always supposed to be 2 exits? Oh, that's why it loops. Gotcha. Okay. Let's just do the thing. I still hate that the light goes out, because it's just unnecessarily confusing. Again, I get why they did it. Because there's like a spook that happens. Cool. There's a spook that happens and they're establishing like the monster of the day with this. Okay, now is the time where we sprint. We sprint through here, back to there. Okay, gotcha. Oh boy. How long it took me to figure all of this out last time, I can tell ya. I mean, you can watch it, but first you have to go through me literally taking an hour in the prologue because I did not know what to search for. So yeah, I was a bit, I'm not susceptible to like games where you need orientation because I can tell him my orientation sucks. Yeah, that drawing. I remember that drawing. I will remember how to get it in a second. We just need to... Okay. Zooming in on it was not the solution. Surprisingly. I'm saying a lot, that's because I'm thinking. It should be like self-explanatory, but I still feel like I should mention that. Because a lot of people hate when people make repetitive sounds, but sometimes you can help it, you know? Everyone has at least one thinking sound. There we are, that's a drawing. And yeah, we are here. Is this the place where we're supposed to go? Yes, it is, it is. Hey, I remember the thing. Is the stream looking okay for you guys? Is it frame rate okay? Everything good? As far as Streamlabs is concerned, I'm not dropping frames, so it's good. But that's what Streamlabs says. That's the family picture. And somewhere around here. Wasn't somewhere around here supposed to be the key? There it is. Now we need to actually go to the gate, which was opposite of the windmill. In order to get there, we need to go through there again, and then it's gonna be dark. Because in horror games, for some reason, the protagonist never gets the idea that, you know, maybe if you want to go to like an abandoned place looking for clues for a missing child, you should do that in the day, like in a bright day, instead of going in there in the evening. Jump scares, the game tries. The game really tries with jump scares. So far I don't think it succeeds very much. I mean, there are some that were like, you can clearly tell what they are trying to do and what they're supposed to be, and that's cool. And look, we turn the corner, everything's purple, and it's going to be night. Okay, where is the windmill? There it is. So we need to go through there and then just sprint. Last time I died here. The game is creepy, I give it that. As you might remember, Slender the 8 Pages was kind of a meme game. Just because of the way it was done, you know? This game makes Slenderman into a legit villain. Like someone to take seriously. And that's a good achievement. So atmosphere-wise, this game has all the cards. That's a phrase. Gate. There it is. Did it! We are efficiently farther than we got last time. Okay, let's do the first thing that comes to our mind. Let's look at graves. That seems safe, right? Great thing to do. Ooh, I love that sound. Okay, I don't feel like that. I feel like... Oh, look at this. Harrison Matheson. That's a name that we recognize. That family name is a thing we recognize. They should hide one funny gravestone quote in here. Yes, please. Do whatever needs for you to be as spooked as possible. Because I'm not gonna cut it. I'm gonna crap all over this game, even if I like it. That's what I'm known for. And that's why I chose the name to be Sowas wie ein Fan instead of a fan. I'm just something like a fan. I'm shitting all over everything. Frida. May you be blessed for eternity. So this is like the family crypta, I think. From what I can gather. Okay, look inside it. How creepy, how dull. Dull in a good way. Like the style. Yeah, the game wants me to go in there. I seek only salvation for myself and my family from that demon sent to torment my life. I brought the devil's wrath upon my family. I did this. I went searching for this demon. I brought him into our lives. I invoked his arrival. The arrival. How could I have been so blind as to manifest such evil? Why could I not let old legends die? I alone should bear this burden. Why must my grandchildren suffer for my imprudence? They will never come home. That archfiend has them now. We all must bear this burden. We must all repent for our ignorance and rid this world of this demon for good. None ever shall confront this evil ever again. It dies with us. May the fire cleanse our soul and burn our sins. Friedrich Matheson. So the Mason family is like the important one in this. Oh, did you see that hand? That was a well-modeled hand. Also, that's like a thing that horror games like to do. You read a letter and then someone is standing behind you or something. That's like a old classic one. What is this? This took a child's toy. Yes. Take all the toys. Cool. Then we have this. This is Walter. Wait, I died? Oh, I probably shouldn't take the child's toy. And then just stand there looking at stuff. There was clearly something trying to kill me. Yeah, so that's the kind of horror gameplay I am. I look at stuff. Someone is creeping up behind me and I'm like, could you please wait, good sir? I am investigating the law. Maybe we could get a better look at Slenderman this time. Go in, door goes down, read the book. Ah! Okay, now we got that down. Instead of picking up the child's toy immediately, let's look for shit beforehand. Okay, that's just a way to get up here. Walter. That's another scrapbook thing. This door is locked. It might open when we take the child's toy. I saw that correctly. Okay, let's first try to find more lore stuff. No lore stuff here. That was literally just a photo and get out. Okay. I will still pick up all of this stuff. Okay, a scream. This is locked, this is locked. Oh! Okay. That was a child. Emphasis on was. So we find a photo of a child beforehand, so is this game suggesting to me? And he even pops up when I pick up a child's toy. So the game is, I think, suggesting that whatever killed me right there is the thing that the kid turned into that went missing. So the Slender Man not only takes the children, but he turns them into something. And those somethings are killing me. Got it. So that also means that the person in the hooded person that had a pretty similar skin was also someone that the Slenderman took and turned into something. So the Slenderman doesn't kill people, he turns them into monsters that kill people. Okay. Zack, zack, zack. All the triggers are done. So yeah, this one, Walter, right? May the angels guide you home. So Walter died because he got by this. He got got. The Slenderman got him, but actually he didn't die. He was turned into like this. I will, for sake of simplicity, I will call it a zombie. I think that's what happens. So, okay, we know nothing's back here. We know we can get around there. So I think the plan is grab the toys, sneak around, wait for him to go, because then the door's open and we can sprint out. I think that's the plan. So position ourselves. I don't know if I need to take all of this. Now let me sneak around. And sprint out, yes! That worked. Now we're sprinting towards this house. Game wants me to go in. I'm in. I love the situation because the game doesn't give me any time to think right now. That's exactly what a horror game needs to do. Oh, so the chase already over. Well, I mean, I kinda take back what I said, but at the same time the game made me feel like I didn't have a chance or time to think. So, okay, cool. Now, since apparently I'm not chased anymore, let's look through this house a bit more carefully. It's a freaky plot, I tell you, man. This is a great premise. They made a lot out of the small game that didn't have any story. Took a creature from like a made up story from the internet, and then just the internet lolled about it. And this game makes that guy legit. Look at this. Look at this. Look how far I can pick up letters. My arms are really long. Dearest Frida, though my heart still pains for your missing children, I fear for your health, my sweet sister. You mustn't worry your mind with those twisted tales of our youth. You know as well as I, they were merely tales to keep us all in good behavior. If only Mother knew what those silly legends would do to you. Though I have no recollection of the one you mentioned. Was it from one of Mother's books you took with you? Mother's books. We found one of the books in the cellar where we first met Ghosty Boy that tried to kill us. So I think that's the book I picked up, the one that he's mentioning in there. See how it's connecting? I love this kind of storytelling. And I even love that the storytelling is done through like 50 pickups that you have. Like there are 50 collectibles you can find. And even if you die in the level and quit the game, you keep the stuff that you found. So you can always go back, look at the stuff you found, and piece together what parts of the stories you already have. I love this. I wish I were with you now in your time of need, rather than willing, writhing. I don't know what that word is. Whittling, I think. Rather than whittling my days away alone. Is whittling a word? Can someone confirm or deny? Also, I shouldn't go like that. People can only see my hair. I wish I were with you now in a time of need rather than whittling my days alone. I wish you well, an ocean away. May my thoughts and prayers reach you. Francisca. I love this. Okay. Yeah, this is Verzweiflung. So this is a German word. Verzweiflung is, I think it means dread, is the correct pronunciation. Dread. I think dread is the closest one. I might be wrong. But yeah, this is the German word Verzweiflung. If you, I will type it in chat for you. So you can put it into Google Translator for like the proper pronunciation, or like the best one. But I think dread is one of them. So yeah, that's the word. Copy paste it if you need. I think it's dread. I may be wrong. And we have another thing. Dearest diary. Oh, this is happy diary. This is. Patricia still has yet to come home. In the context of this game, this is not a great sentence. Mother insists she ran off to search for wildflowers again, but I know that's not true. It was that man, that thing, grandmother keeps rambling on about. I do not think she's mad. I have seen the man myself. He watches us as we play. Patty went to him. I just know it. If only Mother would listen. I wonder when she'll come home. Rosie. And a drawing of the Slender Man at the chapel that we went to. And died at. Multiple times. I never said I was great at this game. I'm just saying I aced one of the harder levels pretty easily. And here's another one. This is probably my favorite room in the game so far. But it's more or less the same as it's always been. Maybe tomorrow, Maggie. June 2nd, 1905. Father is making us play again tonight. It'll do no good. It's bothersome if anything. And I'd bet anything Paddy and Walt ran away from this miserable old place, and I don't blame them one bit. Grandmother and Rose insist on some teddy tale? Fairy tale? Betty tale? Again, I'm not sure what that word is. I will go with Betty tale. That a strange man took them away. Am I the only one keeping their wits about them? Wits around here. Maybe I should run away to Maggie. Welcome home, Jesse. Thanks for the luck. So Maggie is we have like multiple takes on the same situation, that one of the children is missing and one of them believes the tales of the grandmother and one doesn't. And we are playing as CR, the guy with the camera that's investigating this whole thing. So now he learns about the Slender Man, and then that takes up leads to all the other stuff that we picked up from CR and from Kate about CR. So that's really cool storytelling. And I mean, what we are seeing right now is what our main character is seeing on a VCR right now. So whatever we are doing right now is what CR did in that moment, and it already happened. So there is no way that I'm making this out of here alive. I'm just waiting for things to end because, as far as I know, there's not too much left. I'm probably stepping out of this house and that's gonna be it? Question mark? I'm just wondering how well that scare will be executed, because there's no way they will do this without a scare. Where is... there it is. We need to run through there again. Maybe we need to sprint. It's really hard to say. What's this? Is that a chapel? Where is the small boy exactly? Yeah, pretty sure that's a chapel. Okay, the audio cut out there, and then just nothing happens, and then the audio came back on. I don't care who you are, that's funny to me. Okay, so apparently that's not the way to go. I really hope that's... I mean, I really wish that CR packed a flashlight, because, man, when the main character has a flashlight, why can't this guy have a flashlight? He is supposed to be an investigator. Is turning on generators all that investigators are good for these days? Oh, there's my car. Let's try to make it to my car. Somehow. Think there's another way to go out of. Do I need to jump out of the window? Would be a bit dramatic, wouldn't it? What does the game tell me to do? Explore the farm. Thanks, game. Oi. This is... for one, for one, I shouldn't have just stood there. But what I wanted to say is, because I wasn't sure where I am, this is the first jump scare in streaming history that actually got me. So good job on that game. I mean, I was mainly confused about where the fuck I am, but I wouldn't want to take anything away from you there. That was legit. Nice. Good work. And I need to restart my second monitor again. Woo! Let's reload that real quick. Okay. Where is the save point? Save point is back here. That's great. We'll pick up all of this stuff again. Zack. I'm pretty sure we don't need to pick up everything again. Okay, so fall down there and then just run, I guess. Yeah, fall down there, then run. Oh, we are here! I see what you did there, game. I see what you did there. I love it. Okay, so because the little boy that chased you through the chapel, right? Because he busted out there and created a situation where you are hunted again. Because of what the game or what the level did earlier, you were compelled to just run again, and because you suddenly realized where you were, you ran through to the car, and that's exactly where the checkpoint is, where the Slender Man gets you. And that's how the level ends. I love it. Okay, let's look at this videotape now. Oh, this I think this is Kate. And this is a cutscene. I don't... You think you disconnected?
Close all the windows and doors. Just open.
I think you disconnected too. It's nothing on my end. As far as I can tell. Oh! So this time we had a cutscene. We are playing as Kate now. We have a flashlight, thank God. Yeah, this is Kate's room. This is still not how a flashlight works. This is the thing that she drew. We don't pick it up because we later find it as main protagonist girl, which I don't think is named. Okay, going near that is a terrible idea. What do I need? What do I need to do? Oh, I need to close windows. I think. What is the goal? What am I trying to accomplish? Closing windows. Gotcha. Wait. Secure the house by closing all open windows and doors. So we're going through here, looking at everything. We know the house because of the prologue. And close everything that's not closed. I guess even those doors. Ah, because that's how we found the house. Gotcha. This is a really cool like prequel thing, and I love it. I don't know why we would find the tape of that. This is bedroom again. So let's go down. Wait. Oh. Why would you close the doors then, when he's already in the house? Okay, gotcha. I don't know if I'll make it out of this alive or not, but I'll try. Okay. Kinda averted that one. Then immediately ran into him again. We can still play the piano. which is kind of hilarious given the circumstance. Yeah, I am not fully on board with your plan here, Kate. You are locking yourself in with the Slender Man. Doesn't seem like a great plan to me, and I'm stuck on something. We came from here. That's the main door. Oh, goodbye. I know you can teleport, so all I'm doing is pointless, but... outside keep going in circles. I'll have to give the game that it's really building up tension by now. Like, there are really beautiful moments in this game, like, if you weren't there for it, you don't even know. But this game can also, like, really build up tension, and I love it. Are we quite finished? Do we literally have to close every door? Yeah, sure, let's play piano a bit. I think what we need to do now, close that door, go up, go back into the first room and close that door, and then we're done. Because, if you remember correctly, that door was closed and she went out there. Okay, so apparently that's not the solution. That's fine. So we need to find something else that's not closed yet. This one maybe. Nope, that's not it. Oh, this one. Close this, close this. No need to close this. Close this. Then maybe go back. It was a bit of a hassle, but I appreciate the atmosphere building. Still no? What's left? Ah, the game doesn't tell me. Cool. The garage was open. No, this is hide in your room. Ah, now we're making progress. And that's why the glass is shattered. Got it. Cool. So we made it through the two tapes. One was pretty long, one was pretty short. I appreciate the atmosphere building now. It's pretty tense. Pretty tense. And now we can play the actual level. It's not... This is where we came in, right? Yeah, I don't think we need to go out here. Although if I wanted to go for the secret level, I needed to go back. But we can do that afterwards. Let's play the actual level first. At least we have a good old buddy, the flashlight back. Or is this whole area supposed to be like a hidden thing? What does the game tell me to do? Game tells me to search for Kate, which is the mission of the entire game so far. So, yeah, I'm trying game. But you need to give me something to work with here. Where do I need to go next, for instance? That would be a great one. I would love to know that one. Hey, at the plus, right? At a plus, I can show you this. I think this is really beautiful. This out view. Like, this game doesn't have the best graphics in the world. Some of the textures are dodgy, but it really can manage some really beautiful landscapes. Hey, we found number 12. The house had to go. It can't save me anymore. I think that was from Kate. Yeah, so far I'm really digging this game. It has achievements too, a bunch of them. And like I said in the beginning of the stream where no one was here yet, it has 2 secret levels and a bonus level once you beat the game. So it has a bunch of replay value, a lot of content. So far from what I'm seeing, I think it's worth the asking price. Oh, look at that. Graffiti. Do I need to go to the radio tower? Is this a Ubisoft game now? Do I need to climb the radio tower? Ah, no, I can barely scale that mountainside. Maybe I need to go on top of the building so I can go somewhere else, because that one door was locked and I couldn't interact with it. Because there's like this one area right there that's like caged in a bit. There's an Easter egg in this. When you stand still for a solid 20 minutes, the Slenderman will come. They will first like try to scare you with the camera effects that would come as if the Slenderman was near, so that they try to scare you into moving. But when you don't move for 20 minutes, Slenderman just kills you. I think that's great. That's a nice little thing. And something that you will never see unless you're either very unlucky, in which case it's a rare thing, or it's something that you deliberately try to make happen. Oh, I'm stupid, I need to go through there, don't I? No, I don't. It just looks like a gateway. Okay, so where does the game want me to go? In a pretty linear path, so I'm pretty sure I need to go somewhere around here. Flashlight, help me out here, buddy. Is this somehow? I mean, there are no controls for climbing. Do I need to find a key card or something? While I'm here, you can see how those textures aren't great, right? Those are not fantastic textures, and the game hides them a bit by being very dark constantly. But because you're also running around with a flashlight that has infinite batteries, that doesn't really make a difference. It looks great, like when you just look at this, it looks fine. But if you really take a look at the textures and kind of know your know a bit about that, you'll notice that some of the textures are alright, and some of them are really dodgy. Maybe they're just scaled badly. But overall, I wouldn't say the graphics are bad or terrible or anything like that. They are fine for what they are. They are really used for good effect for most of the game. So I wouldn't give the game too much flack for it. If you have any idea where I have to go, feel free to tell me. Or look it up or something. Because that was exactly the reason why it took me like an hour to beat the prologue. I was literally just running around trying to find where to go. There are invisible walls in here as well. That's kind of... If you have like a beautiful open area like this, and especially in a game where you get chased, you should keep the invisible walls to a minimum. Again, we're scaling upwards. I have no clue where to go. Is there a cave somewhere that I need to go in? Did we just come out of a cave and had a terrible experience that we don't want to repeat? This is still beautiful though. I love this. At the end of the day, we're gonna ask and answer one simple question. Is Toby stupid, or is he not that stupid? Answer will be, he is stupid, but the game didn't make it clear enough, so he's kinda fine sometimes. So while I'm looking here for something that may or may not be another level, here's the other thing. I can't tell if this is the final level already, or if this is just the bridge towards the last level, because I know that there's only one level missing. I don't quite know where it is. So going up that way doesn't help, because there are invisible walls that don't let me move forward. I can't move anywhere here. But this looks like a pathway, doesn't it? Maybe I... Oh! We're getting somewhere, okay. Invisible walls were just a bit too confusing. Okay. Fine, hitting invisible walls again. But this is like a path. We have grass, good sign. When someone bothers to put stuff up there, that means that you're eventually on there. This, yeah, we are definitely having an invisible wall issue, and here is what we are looking for. Cool! Progress. Let's beat the game. How dark is this? It's literally black. Again, this is not quite how a flashlight works. And we found number 13. Meet me by the street in an hour. I left a list of things to bring with you. Leave everything else behind. I'll explain everything as soon as I see you. I don't know how to fix all... no, I know how to fix all of this. Don't tell Lauren about me. CR. Lauren. Is Lauren the player character? Because the player character is looking for Kate, and Kate has been riding back and forth with CR because of the Slenderman stuff. And now Kate is missing, and player character is looking for her. And apparently a very close friend, from what we can tell of the letters they send each other. So, am I playing as Lauren? I feel like, okay, I had a feeling earlier, like last stream I mentioned that I had a feeling that we're playing as a female, just because of like undertones I picked up and stuff like that, and you know. Also because I know that the character in the original Slenderman was supposed to be a female, even though that didn't came across well because of the heavy panting sounds. It's so simple. Oh. Need to end this, it's so simple. Hard to read though. Man. You need to take like writing lessons or something. And that comes from a guy with a terrible handwriting. A lot of ha's. You're helping his arrival. End this. Ha 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 ha. You know about him, he knows about you. Oh, that's the angle. Okay. So the Slenderman is a creature that isn't bound to a place. It's just that because someone in that family, namely the grandmother, knew about Slenderman, he existed there. And because she told her children, the children could see it. And because the children said that and went missing, then more and more of this family knew about him. And that kept the Slenderman alive because people kept knowing about him, and when you know about him, that's when he can get you. But this is just a theory. A game theory! Okay. I'm so sorry for everything. This isn't your fault. I did this. By the time you read this, it's already too late for you. Don't let him into any more lives. This was all my fault. This can end with you. I let him in. Why did I ever let him in? I'm sorry for placing this burden on you. I wish it was all on me. This can't spread any further, please. It all has to end with you. I wish there was some other way. It has to end. God forgive me. So because the Slenderman gets people that know about him, the only way to stop the Slenderman is that everyone who knows about Slenderman dies. And that's literally the only way. Which is a really dark and really cool premise fitting for a horror game. End it all with fire. You're helping his arrival, and this. This is okay. This is all the same stuff. So they came up with like 5 graffitis and plastered them on every texture. That's fine. I did that before in class where I learned how to do textures. Subtle criticism, huh? Checking your time. I'm playing for about an hour. Okay. Oh, this is the forest fire level. I know about this only because you get an achievement if you make it through without catching fire, which I will already not get. You're getting hunted through forest fire. How cool is that? I am on fire, so that achievement is bye-bye. But that's fine because I wasn't going for 100% anyway. Static means Slenderman is nearby. And I died. Yeah, retry. I'm pretty sure there's like a perfect path through this. He might might have been. But he's also like, he teleports a lot. I just ran through fire because fuck it. My life is shit, everything is shit, I might die anyway. So how about we just jump into fire? There he is. It's harder to not catch on fire, considering the fact that fire keeps popping out of nowhere. Go away. I want to beat the game. Thank you very much. Eh. Okay. Okay. I got this. I got this. I know I got this. He's teleporting in front of me like a little bitch he is. I can jump into fire, but I die anyway. So I think not do that. There he is. There he is again. Man, he doesn't let me go through a lot of paths here. He's quite a smart fellow, that Slender man. He's blocking like all the optimal paths. Invisible walls. If there's anything I have to criticize this game for, it's invisible walls. Because I'm seeing like a vast open area, I'm supposed to run away from something. You can't put invisible walls everywhere. You need to do it other way. Like that comes down to level design. Ah, god damn it! We'll just keep trying. Yeah, or not. Don't you agree? Like in a level where I'm chased by something and have to evade the Slender Man, I don't have a lot of time to think, and I have to run through burning forest. So maybe don't put invisible walls everywhere. I mean, it's pretty epic for a final level in a horror game. I'll give it that. Like this is a cool setup for final level in a horror game. I can't take that away from this game. However, I feel like execution isn't the greatest. I do love the violin-y horror game music right now. Reminds me of like Friday the 13th or like slasher films. Oh, those were tentacles. Feel free to quote that one out of context, Reddit. Where am I supposed to go? I want to talk peace and understanding, but you only understand the language of the sword. Made it into here. Did it. Thank you, thank you. I'll be here all week. I'll be here all day. That should have gone in the other order, but I'm still here. I ran through fire a bunch of times there. We did it! I played and you watched. That was the plan. Okay. Something is walking in here. EPWS, the Emergency Public Warning System, is a protocol system whereby local authorities can warn the public about impending or current emergencies affecting their area. The EPWS can be activated by local police, fire, environmental agencies and local authorities as required. It can be activated for the following reasons: severe weather, flood, Wildfire, that would be appropriate. Hazardous material release, maybe. Terrorist threat, water contamination, I don't know how good this water is. Amber alert, other threats to life, property and safety, definitely. For any further questions regarding EPWS rules and regulations, please contact your local Parks and Wildlife Agency. I picked up a key. Cool. Something is in here, let's sneak. Let's not zoom, let's sneak. Even the normal steps were pretty loud. So since I hear something and it has a female voice. Have we finally found Kate? Oh yeah, there's also this mode. Unlock the door. Inga dinga durgan. Why am I saying Inga dinga durgan in this of all situations? We are running out of battery. Flashlight is dead. Oh no, it was my only friend. How convenient that there's a fireplace nearby. Can we pick up like a torch? What is this game trying to do now? Okay, I'm pretty sure I don't have to look for clues at this point or like notes. Because if you would hide a note somewhere in here, that would be like the biggest dick move. Okay. That's the same graffiti as in the caves. Oh, no, it's different. It was following me and it will not stop. I saved you all, maybe? Everything burns and melts and withers and falls apart. I can agree with that. Oh, I'm sorry, everything, it eats, wait, what? This is, can you write a bit more coherently, Kate, please? Everything, wait, I cannot read this. I open my eyes, I see a dark shadow. In my home, in my dreams, everywhere. It eats at me. Rips and tears and tears and slashes my missing my brain something. Everything I must burn it down. Burn it down. And Seth Rollins comes through the ring. You cannot hide. You are my only choice. You have to be here so I can see, so I can go. You will burn with everything else. You are my only choice. It will tear you apart. It will tear your brain apart. You will watch. It turns me up. It turns me. God damn it! I want to make this like, this is clearly supposed, right? This is clearly supposed to set up like a haunting atmosphere. Look at all those stuff on the walls and stuff, and then you try to read it and you just can't read it, and It definitely is like supposed to lead up to this I failed you with the burning stake at the person that's definitely dead. But yeah, this kind of ruins the mood of it, that I just tried to read it and I can't read it. But I mean, I get the basic gist of it. It's just like, yeah, we will pick this up and then possibly die from something.
Kate, please. There's no other way. I'm so sorry. Forgive me. I'm so sorry.
Okay, I get the gist of it. Kate couldn't go through with it. And I'm boned. And that was a male body, so that was... I'm pretty sure that was CR. Oh, did we find Kate? Hey Kate, it's me. Man, you really downgraded your living place, you know. You could do better. And I don't like what you did with your hair, really. Doesn't really suit you. I feel like you could do better. Other than that, yeah, you probably should get that checked out as well. What did I expect, right? Okay, so we can't go there, but she doesn't attack us otherwise. So let's just, you know, have a looky around, see what we can find. We can just walk up to the question mark, which is an email. Cool. That was that thing. Subject: fun times ahead. Kate, this is pretty exciting, isn't it? The soul mystery, the missing boy, the sightings, the arson. I'm glad I get to share this adventure with you. I can't help but feel saddened for Mr. Maston. He lost so much. I wish he would have just let me in to help him. The way you're helping me. Maybe I could have saved him. Since I couldn't help him in life, maybe I can help him now. I will promise to find out what happened to his son. Perhaps that will put his soul at peace. Thanks again, Kate. I'm looking forward to our adventures. That was right before he went to the place. Yeah, now, look, when I ran right into her and got the jump scare for it, I mean, it made sense, right? Having those just randomly pop up doesn't make sense. That's another horror game trope that I don't really like. Just random jump scares popping up for no reason. Okay, now this guy keeps stopping by my house, asking about my son. I keep telling him to go away. He's getting more and more desperate. I still see him. I keep looking for him. It can't be him though. I know it can't, but it's so real. Everywhere I go I hear his voice, but it sounds like he's suffering. Like it's not the son I knew. I can't escape his torment. This man, this thing, he taunts me. He eats at my mind. Am I doing this to myself? Was it my fault Charlie disappeared? Is this my trial or my punishment? I need to end it. I need to cleanse this place. No more suffering. No one deserves this. It all ends here. It all needs to go. So, I think this is from the father whose son disappeared. So, CR wanted to investigate this thing, so he probably kept asking about the son. But also the father kept seeing the Slender Man, and that's why he burned his place down. If we remember, that whole shack was pretty much... oh, she's gone now. That whole shack was burnt down and dishelved and... yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Kate. What does current goal find Kate? We already found her. I ran into her once. She didn't like it. I told her her hair was nasty. Maybe that didn't help. And now she's gone again. But once we get up here, she'll be here somewhere. Flashlight is still dead, I assume. We have to walk into the darkness. I believe in a thing called love, just in the middle of a heart. You know, the darkness. What's up, Horrid Spore? You're on the live bot now. Hope you saw that already. In case you didn't, I just told you. You're on the live bot now. The thing is, I would have added you myself, but I have no idea how that bot works. So I don't bother, because I don't want to break anything. So Matthew has to do it. Matthew knows his shit. Okay, it's really dark, and we don't have the flashlight anymore. But this is a case where the surround sound, while it's well, it's probably a bit unnerving to listen to, but this tells you pretty much where you need to go. You just need to follow the whining, and that's a cool thing. I enjoy it when games do that. However, I also get stuck on everything. And again, those textures, look at that, what is that? What is this supposed to be? Whatever it is, this is a terrible texture. Okay, down here now. Oh wait, isn't this where we came from? This is where we came from, I just went back. But she's to my right now. Yeah, those textures are dodgy at best. At this place at least. The game did good textures before. So, I feel like that wasn't like the strongest suit of the developer. Okay, we know that down there is just where we came from. Kate, can you shut your face for a second, please? Yeah, that's where we came from. So, if we go back here, is this another one? Man, this turns into Can't See Shit the video game. This is a new place, I think. Yeah, it's getting closer. Yeah, we're in the right place. Think. Hey, Kate! Sugar! Is this the end? Did we made it? Did we make it? Hello? Okay, because we see it from the point of the camera. Feet got dragged away, which I think belonged to my character. So in the end we died. And that was the game. What an ending. This was I like how they resolved like the plot that you've been collecting for yourselves, but I don't feel like the ending is a satisfying one, if that makes sense. Like, you do all this shit to find Kate, and in the end Kate kills you, and that's the game. But yeah, that was Slender the Arrival. I officially beat the game. Now there are, like I said, there are 2 secret levels and 1 bonus level. I will take a look at the easier to find secret level, and I will, because the other one involves like a sequence of things you need to do, and you need to do that sequence a couple of times for the level to trigger, which I don't think is that fun to watch. I mean, I might do another Slender stream somewhere later down the line, but you know, that's outside of horror game season. It might be a good starter for next year's horror game season. You don't know. I don't know. I definitely don't know. Another thing is that there's a bonus level that I will look at if it's... Because, you know, this whole game was basically taking the original game and making an actual good horror game out of it. And I feel like it was good. But yeah, we didn't really play the original level, and that's the bonus level. The bonus level is actually playing the original map with the updated graphics and mechanics. And I will definitely take a look at that one as well. So those 2 things are still left. Chapter 5, if I'm having that correct, which is the first hidden chapter, and the bonus chapter if they unlock it right away. Yeah, so overall my thoughts on this game, especially at the end when you get chased a lot, you just get... This is a cool screen. I will not try out hardcore difficulty, nope. Overall thoughts on this game: a lot of content, you get a lot of stuff for your money that you spend for this. I mean, I will look. There are 50 collectible items that you need to piece together the story. There are achievements in this, some of which are like time trials. Beating the entire game in 45 minutes gets you one. Like, this is stuff that you need to play the game a bunch of. So you get replayability, which not all horror games have. I can tell you that for a fact. Story campaign is alright for the length, but because you have to replay it, it will add up, and I think that's fine. And like I said, two extra levels on top of this, plus an actual remaster of the first level. I think that's a good amount of content for the price that they are asking, which is I think around the $7 mark, which is not too much. And if the game is actually more than like $10 on, because I don't remember the asking price for this off the top of my head, because I'm horrible with numbers. Yeah, this is the secret one right here. And then there's the glitch level. Yeah, so we are going to take a look at Genesis first, which is the remake of the first game. But yeah, what I wanted to say is that especially later when you get haunted, you tend to just get stuck on random stuff or invisible walls a lot. Oh man, this brings back memories. And that invisible walls, especially when you deal with a thing that has a lot of open areas, you can't have invisible walls and have me be chased at the same time. That's not a good combination, and that shouldn't be happening. Oh my god, they kept this thing. this thing was like, big strategy was, if there are any of the nodes in here, grab them first, because later Slenderman will just get you when you're in here. And it's a very, very narrow maze, so that's not good to have him chase you while you're in here. Don't see a page yet. I wonder if they kept all the spawn locations as well. But I don't see why they would change it. So nothing was in there, so let's see if there's one on the outside. I never beat the original Slender, by the way. I played it a bit. Enough to gather my thoughts on what I think about the original game. Then YouTube kind of lost their minds about it, and that's because that's why I stopped playing after a while. And I mean, the game was fine for what it was. It wasn't great though. Oh my god, they even kept the sounds. I can't wait to hear the chase music, because if it's any like the original game, then it's going to be great. Chase music was the sound effects that build up. That was the greatest part about the original game. Not even on the truck. Where are those goddamn pages? Yeah, this is basically just a nostalgia boner, this level. The textures is another thing. That's like, some of those textures were really bad. Then there was some that were okay, and that just gave like a mishmash. Graphics otherwise, if you ignore the textures, the graphics were fine. And some of the landscapes were really beautiful. Soundtrack is really effective for what it does. I would have to listen to it separately in order to judge it on its pure musical qualities. But I mean, a video game soundtrack is not supposed to be just an album that works. Whatever I can say about it, I can definitely say that there's a page, and that the soundtrack does its job well. First page, let's go. Ooh, I love the fog effects. Probably won't win this one, because it's, you know, the original Slender. And I never won that one to begin with. But they have the new camera effects now. Which is cool. I like the camera effects. Those were cool. Oh, there he is. It's better than just the am I already dead? I might be already dead. Oh man, I made it to the big tree. Oh, I survived. So, yeah, be patient, Slendy. I just need to grab a page. Yes, they kept the sounds, I can tell. Oh my god, this is great. If I recall correctly, they also had like a page on one of the random trees. So that will be a fun one to grab. I mean, last stream I said that the optimal strategy for this game originally was to just run and never turn backwards. And I think that's not true, but they might have updated that. Even though I still haven't beaten the first game, because after you got to a certain amount of pages, it just got ridiculous how much Slendy teleported. And that might hold true to this one as well. Yes, now we get into the good part. Where's the big pipe? I haven't played this game in so long. I completely forgot the layout. Feel like if you were one of the YouTubers that played Slender extensively, and there were quite a few, they played every Slender game, and then because the first game was like the biggest hype, they played the first one a lot and beat it multiple times. If you're one of those people, then you will breeze through this, I feel like. Okay, you're somewhere there because the camera is spasming. And I made it through the other side of the fence. Okay. When I walk normally, camera freaks out. What is this? Oh, this is big pipe. Nice. Then what else was there? There was big rock. We already found the one on the big tree. We're back here again. I think in this tank maze there also was a page somewhere, but I forgot where. I definitely missed at least one. I might have to go back into the house again. I have plans for you, Kate. Oh, because in the first game you ever play, Kate. Ah, it's all connected now. Wonderful. Okay, we didn't beat the extra level, but you know, I just wanted to give it a bash, see how good it is. I like it. It's exactly what you want it to be. So now we need to. Which one was it? Which level was it? It wasn't flashback. Pretty sure. Might have been escape. Might have been into the abyss. I'll just reload a bunch of levels and see which one the beautiful one is. Where I. Nope, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. Okay, let's immediately go back to the main menu. I just, okay, it wasn't escape. Into the abyss, maybe? No, into the abyss is the one where you go fetch the generators, although I can have a look around still, because there was quite this big open area, and so the thing I'm looking for is a teddy bear. Hey Matthew, what's up? You're doing a great job today, man. What I'm looking forward is a teddy bear leaning on a tree, and it's either this level or the really beautiful one where I was just looking at the mountains the entire time. I am great today. My day started out with drinking. Then I spent the entire day sobering up by doing normal work shit. And then now is stream time and I'm sober. So it was like the reverse of a perfect day, but it was still a good day. And now I'm playing Slender. I already beat the game, and right now I'm searching for the hidden 5th chapter, for which you have to click on a teddy bear leaning on a tree. And I'm searching for said teddy bear now. How are you? If they really put a teddy bear in the tall grass, that would be the ultimate asshole move. Here's a heart. I mean, I don't want to walk around here for ages. Yeah, I mean, I didn't overdrink. That's probably also good. I didn't like overdo it. I drank two glasses of rum, white rum, Bacardi, I think, and 1 glass of scare chords. 1 glass of, what was the first thing? Oh, the first thing was a gin tonic. I mixed myself a gin tonic again. It wasn't as great as the one I did last time I had one. Like the time before. But it was still an alright gin tonic. And that was pretty much it. I wanted to drink whiskey, but then the stream ended, which was the reason I was drinking in the first place. Because it was a drinking stream, and everyone had so much fun that I just joined in. Yeah, but then that stream ended and I didn't have a reason to drink another one. Because then everyone was, you know, going their separate ways. It was night for them, so they were probably to bed. And my day was just starting, so I was starting to work. Which, you know, drunk takes a bit longer. I think I was near this house a bunch. So I will look in this area for a bit more, and if I don't find anything I will try out another level and search for that. I just need a teddy bear. If any one of you spots a teddy bear, just yell in chat. Waking up late is not a problem at all. Some people make it out to be one, but it's not. It really just means that you got a healthy dose of sleep. And that's important sometimes. Yeah. So, for anyone that's in chat right now, and wasn't here when I first mentioned it. Right now I'm doing, because it's October, it's going towards Halloween, so everyone's playing horror games, so I dubbed this horror game season. And for horror game season I'm playing horror games, which I'm not, you know, I'm not the... I don't get spooked by too much, but I like to analyze the ways the games build up atmosphere and build up their jumps. And their jump scares and their scares in general. And I like to analyze that shit. And I just appreciate the kind of atmosphere that horror games can build up. So that's why I like them, even though they don't get me too much. And I think that that's a worthwhile kind of perspective. So October is the month where I stream horror games. And the viewers can decide what horror game will come next. If they just take a casual look at my Twitter, there's a poll up already for the next game to play after this one, because we already beat Slenderman. There won't be another stream for Slenderman in quite some time. But, you know, you can vote on the next game for my scary game marathon on my Twitter. The poll will go for 3 days from now, like today, tomorrow and the day after that. And whatever game is in the lead then is the game I will play. I will see what it goes. There are 4 games, because on Twitter you can only put like 4 option polls. I had 8 games prepared, so I had to put it like in a bracket and do it that way. But it works. If I can, yeah, I have my list here. The games that are in the current poll are Lakeview Cabin Collection, Hector, Firewood, or Blackberry Asylum. Those are the 4 ones you can vote for. Go to my Twitter if any one of those sounds particularly interesting, or you looked the games up and decided you want me to play that scary one. It's up to you. I will do whatever. I will mention that at the end of this again. So right now I'm just running through. Dude, Blackberry Asylum, from what I can tell from the Steam page alone, is the most hardcore one of the ones. Like, I try to put like different kinds of horror in the poll every time, and I also try to get like varying degrees of intensity. And this year, Blackberry Asylum is the most intense. From what I can tell, I could be totally wrong, but from the clips I saw on the Steam store page and the trailer and just the picture they use, it's the most hardcore horror game. Probably with splatter involved. I'm not a big fan of splatter, but yeah, I'll just see what it is. Think Outlast, but a bit more hardcore and less green. Okay, I don't think I find a teddy bear here, so I'll go back to the main menu and try another level. Let's see. The flashback is the one where you collect, or is no, the 8. Let's try flashback then. Oh yeah, that could also be it. This is the one where I was literally taken aback by how beautiful the scenery is. Again, looking for a teddy bear to click on. But really, look at this. This is supposed to be a horror game, but you come out here, it's so serene and beautiful. Look at the mountainscapes, look at the forests. This is the moment where the game really impressed me with the graphics. Like, they're not the greatest graphics in the world. Some of the you know, some of the textures really dodgy and iffy and not great. But the game can really do some beautiful things. Look at this. This is fantastic. And yeah, I should also mention that I go into all the horror games I'm playing for Horror Game Month blind, because I feel like in a horror game you have to go in blind. I don't do blind games that often because I hate to get stuck, and that just happens a lot because I have like a bad sense of direction. But you know, horror games don't work well when you already know all the scares, so you have to go in blind. Again, if you see a teddy bear, scream. And because I'm blind, I can only, when I describe like the games that are in the poll, I can only go off of what the Steam page told me and the thing that I thought the game was. When I'm completely wrong on that, and that can happen, and it probably will happen at some point, then don't blame me. Number 10. Glad you're feeling better, but that house is too close to the woods. It's too isolated. You need to go somewhere else. I know a place that I think will be safer for you to stay. I'm going to go with you because my house doesn't feel safe anymore. I nailed all the windows shut, but I still feel too open. I haven't slept in a few weeks either. I'm so tired. Let's get out of here, Kate. I promise I'll keep you safe. CR. Now, if we know the ending, then we know that that's not quite what's going to happen. Teddy bear, teddy bear, hello. But those rascals, they hit like a scrapbook item in like a big open forest area. I need to pay really close attention to everything. I'm just going to run around here for a bit because, you know, I don't know exactly where the teddy bear is. I just looked up how to, how to activate the secret level. And it says, there's a teddy bear somewhere, click it. It's literally all I know. I didn't even look up what that secret level entails. So while we're here wandering through this beautiful part of the game again, let me just finish up my general thoughts about the game. Like I already said, I think you get a lot of bang for your buck. There's a lot of replay value in there. You can go achievement hunting. Oh, there it is! Look at that. We found it. It says Charlie on it. I did it. Before I play this, I want to still finish up my general thoughts about the game. A lot of replay value from what I can tell. Cool extra content. A lot of hidden stuff. I love the storytelling in this. And they managed to make like a small, kinda alright but pretty bad indie horror game that was free to play. And take a villain out of that game that was memeified by the big success of the original Slender and made into like 1,000 games. They're all pretty hard and no one could take seriously. And they managed to build that Slenderman up into a legit threat, into something really scary, and they made that work. They ran with that promise, that they delivered, and I like how they did it. Atmosphere building also on point, sound design is great. Sometimes a bit sudden cutoffs or transitions, but other than that it's good. On the con side, bad textures. A lot of the times the game lacks direct, like I don't know where to go. Invisible walls in areas where there really shouldn't be invisible walls. You should have done that with level design. You get stuck on stuff while you are getting chased through areas, which shouldn't happen. And I think that's about it. So I think the pros outweigh the cons in this game. It is a good horror game. And now we'll play the secret level. There's the teddy bear, all cute and not. And there's a sandcastle.
Charlie, lunch in 5.
Ah, lunch inside, wonderful. So we are playing as Charlie now. Can't go in the water. We have to collect our train. I get it. That's the same train that was lying in the chapel. After which we got hunted by that little screaming child, which I think is Charlie. So no matter what we do, this is no matter what we do, I'm pretty sure Charlie will get caught by the Slenderman at the end. Okay, I feel like this is the correct path to take, so let's go back. Because I want to explore a bit and maybe find some hidden stuff. This is the last level we'll play. Again, there's another secret level which is called the glitch level, for which you have to do a specific sequence in the prequel level, like 3 or 4 times, and then it will just activate. But I don't know how legit that level is, what it entails, and I don't want to do the same thing 3 times just to show the last bit of content while people are trying to get me to play another game. That's the main issue there. Like I said, there's enough here that I can see myself coming back to this game on stream in future and just go achievement hunting, showing off the glitch level, trying to beat the Genesis level, which is just original Slender remastered, and look for more of the hidden items. I can totally see myself doing that. So yeah, this game gets a big thumbs up for me. If you are a fan of horror games and you see this one on sale, I would recommend it, definitely. If you see it not on sale, and the price is like 10 or less, you know what, after I'm done with this, I will actually look up the price. Just so I can tell you if it's worth full price or not. Okay, so the path I was going was the only one to go, and I didn't miss anything. I feel like this is one of the linear levels again. So far at least. I'd be interested to see how the Slender Man plays into this. And if there's any kind of difficulty in this. Of course we don't have a flashlight this time. There's the next part of the train. But first, let me look at this rock. I'm a big fan of the rock. Dwayne Johnson is a nice person. Yeah, I'm gonna get to you. We won't find letters from Kate or CR or anything. I'm pretty sure that's clear. Because this is before all of that stuff happened. Somewhere around here is the next train thingy. I hear it. There it is. Nice of them to give me like clue sounds. That's a nice little way of doing it. It's not realistic in any way, but it's better than giving me like a big red arrow or something. Yes, mother. I'm on an important quest to pick up my train. Ah, we're getting ambience. Shit is gonna get real. I mean, if I can hear them, they should be able to, like, see me. If they're in any way responsible parents and keep an eye on their kid. Like, there's a reason you should supervise your children. Oh, right there. Charlie, we're on a bridge, Charlie. Oh, now Charlie gets scared. And there were two branching paths. I will go this way, and yeah, why does Charlie just scream for them?
Where are you, Charlie?
Oh, they are less happy now, definitely. Now he was screaming. Holy shit, where did those tentacles come from? Should have screamed earlier! Okay, but that's a cool way to wrap that level up. Wonder what would have happened if I went the other way. And now I'm back here. And I don't need to be back here. Hey Johnny, what's up? I am just wrapping up the Slender the Arrival stream, but you can still look for a bit because I'm about to raid someone. I gave my final opinions on this game. I love this. I think this is a good one, definitely better than the original. And yeah, let's go back to the intermission screen because I have to look up what that game costs. So if you go to the shop site on Steam, I will look on Steam. It's $10. You can get the soundtrack for $5. Again, I don't know how good the soundtrack is on its own, but it does its job in the game. And then there's also it's also part of like a game bundle, but that's like way more. I'd say $10 is a good price for this, honestly. If you find it on sale, I will definitely recommend it. If you love horror games, that game on sale is a game you should buy. A definite pick up. But $10 is not a bad price for this. I feel like I wouldn't pay more than $10, but 10 as in itself is an alright price. Hey Alice. Always get your name wrong. Alice Shiny Hunter, hello. How's it doing, dude? I'm just wrapping up my stream, but feel free to lurk for a second because I'm about to host someone or raid someone or whatever. I'm just going to host someone and see how well it goes. Yeah, well, since you are dropping in right when I was done, you didn't spoil yourself, so in your case, I will definitely say I played the whole thing, pretty much. There's a good amount of content in this. It's worthwhile content as well, it's pretty well done. I love the storytelling and the way they did it. They make you, basically you pick up little collectibles that are letters and stuff, and you figure out the story from those letters, and there are a lot of them. So, you get to piece together the story yourself like a detective, and at the same time the game is really good at atmosphere building and really using the Slenderman in an effective way. You have to take him seriously. So that's a good thing that game does. I will definitely recommend it. If you haven't seen it yet, don't watch anything about it until you played it yourself, and $10 is a good price for it. So if you are thinking about buying this game, I will recommend it. Okay, so thank you all for watching. This was a pretty nice stream. We wrapped that whole thing up. And this was Slender the Arrival. If you want to vote on the next game to play for Halloween horror game month, you can just check my Twitter. The next poll is up right now. So if you go to my Twitter, you can vote instantly on the next game I have to play for this. I will take all of those options. I would put more in there, but 4 is the cap for Twitter, which is, you know, it's not great, but whatever. And yeah, that's this stream for now. Yeah, sit tight. Wait a minute, I'm going to search for someone to host and send you their way. Spread some love. Support small streamers. I think we all need a bit of support in our lives sometimes. So look for a second. I will put out some music in the meantime, whatever, and then I'm going to go on Twitch and see who's live right now. I will open up Twitch right as we speak right now. Actually, let's see. Is someone I know online? That's always the first question. And that's why you should, if you're a small streamer, build connections. Because if someone you know gets a lot of viewers and sends them your way, that's great for you. Tinkle Lee is playing The Binding of Isaac right now. I will definitely host Tinkle Lee. So sit tight, ladies and gentlemen. We will about to watch some Isaac right this second.